First, proactive. Second, begin with the end in mind. Third, putting first things first. Fourth, think win-win. Fifth, seek first to understand and then to be understood. Sixth, synergy. And seventh, sharpen the saw. This 7 habits is a combination of a business mind and a business heart. Now, certain common traits that we need to develop. These are the highest ideals. But practically, common traits at your business place and your workplace, where you include your heart with your mind. Because the heart has reasons of its own which the head can never understand. I give you a very simple example. Once J.D. Rockefeller, the first dollar billionaire upon this earth. Today the Rockefeller Foundation is very huge in New York. J.D. Rockefeller once came to know that because of a certain wrong decision, a mistake of one of his employees, the company has incurred a loss of $2 million. I'm talking of 60s. Rockefeller asked his secretary to call the employee to his chamber. The employee knew that because of my mistake, the company has incurred a loss of $2 million, which is a very huge figure, and that too in the 60s. He knew that he would be fired by his boss. He would be scolded and fired. When he entered the chamber, Rockefeller asked him to take the chair, which was a first surprise for him. Normally in these conditions, the employee doesn't get a chair to sit in front of the CEO. He is not offered a chair. Will you offer? No. Because he is to be fired. Rockefeller asks him that what actually happened. Tell me the whole story. And he, with some hesitation, with some fear within, he narrated the whole story to Rockefeller. Then Rockefeller pulled out a small chit from the drawer. Small piece of paper. And the employee got scared that he will stop my provident fund. Maybe he is influential, so maybe he will probably freeze my accounts. I don't know what he will do with me. And Rockefeller started narrating to him all the goods that he had done to the company in his last 20-25 years of services. See, gentlemen, 15 years back, in this particular project, you really work hard and the company gained a lot because of that. Rockefeller started narrating all the goods that he had done to the company. So the employee started feeling good. After narrating such 5 to 7 stories, Rockefeller said that the amount of experience that you carry in your particular department in my company and the amount of time that my company and I and my seniors have spent on you and the amount of resources that I see in you to give back to the company if I give you one more chance is too much against just a small $2 million loss that the company has incurred because of your decision. It doesn't stand in front of my eyes. Then he says, very pleasantly, go back to your workstation, enjoy your work, nobody is going to fire you, and carry on your work with all the ethical values that you've been doing so far. The employee was in tears. He broke down. But at that moment he decided that I will work extra, come up with some good ideas, expand the company's interests. Anyhow, within 1 year, I will incur a profit of at least $2 million more than normally I do. He worked out and he reached a level of more than $3.5 million in a single year. This is a business heart. Before you take a hard decision at your workplace, you have to take into consideration many human factors. once he is used and you throw him, he is not a use and throw material. That you, after you know that his talents, his resources, his know-hows are to this level, but then his faithful association with you since years and decades has to be in the top priority consideration when you take a decision about that person. That is a business heart. Once one of our very senior volunteer, he left the organization because of some reasons that he felt emotionally not well. A few years back, when he met Pramukh Swami Maharaj at another center, Pramukh Swami Maharaj caught hold of his hand and said, I don't, in my mind, remember anything negative about you. I have fully positive things about you filled in my heart, in my mind. At least before leaving the organization, you should have told me once. You should have met me once. The mistake that you have made is very small, minuscule, and not even in my sight as compared to the years and decades of services that you have rendered to the organization. See, this is a business heart, a working heart. All the greats, they have progressed because they have taken care of people. They have given priority to people, then work. One of our senior gurus, Gunatiyan Swami, he has said that if two people with the same understanding, with the same liking, and with the same emotions, if they come together and decide to work together, they can work like lakhs and crores. That we can see practically in the society. When two people of the same liking came together, understanding each other well, the level of work that they can promote in the society, Gandhi and Sardar, Bajpayee and Advani, and today Modi and Amit Shah. If two people with the right kind of liking for each other, understanding each other well, right kind of grooming of each other, and deciding to ever remain together, stay together, and work together, they can produce miracles. They produced 3 days back. 3 days back, they produced a miracle. It was not work, huh? It was a miracle. Because nobody in the population of 130 crores ever expected this to happen. What happened 3 days back? Are you getting what I'm talking? Yes. What happened 3 days back, it is a miracle upon this earth. Nobody expected. But then they could create. Because they had the right connect, sync in with each other, likings, understandings and everything. So you understand the people well and you will create miracles. That is a business heart and not just a business mind. He is just 2 standard pass. He took Diksha when he was just 12 or 13 years old, way back in 1970. Would you ever assign a project of this class to a person of this academic caliber? Normally, does modern management teach you or tell you this? But after initiation, his talents, his leanings, his learnings in this field, his know-how in this field, it started gradually grooming up. Pramukh Swami Maharaj inspired him, motivated him, supported him to groom his this talent and his this intelligence and ideas. And he did many small projects before that. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was confident that he could do this as well. And when he created the whole layout and the actual construction and everything started, a non-commercial, non-residential stone carving project on 110 acres completed by BAPS in 5 years. Entire layout done by him. When one of the very senior architects and on the who's who list of Asia, when he came to Akshardham and Shiji Swarup Swami and our saints asked him that, sir, any suggestion that you could give us, because he was a very senior and among the top 5 in the whole continent. Mr. Doshi, a leading architect in Ahmedabad. He said, yes, I have a suggestion. And the saints and our team, Akshardham team, they felt elated. They felt happy that a class of Mr. Doshi is taking interest to this level, and he has a suggestion after going around the whole campus. And says, sir, you are welcome. And Mr. Doshi said, my suggestion is, don't ask for suggestion to anybody. My suggestion to you today, standing at this place at the center of this Akshardham campus, when it was under construction, I'm talking of 2001 or 2. My suggestion is, don't ask for any suggestion to anybody. Forget me. And he was surprised, sir, why? It is so beautifully done. Mr. Doshi has traveled to more than 100 countries. He knows such hundreds of projects. He said, it is so beautifully done. I would suggest don't ask for any suggestion to anybody.